Game number 2, Nush and Ghaazi, grand final of the off-season open. We got ourselves a nice Rocket League 1v1 match to like fix your POV or something. You. And I was like, no, don't do it. I think I yelled from the other room, like, do not listen to that guy. For anybody wondering, when I run a show match with 2 MENA players, I would say 80 to 90% of the time. Now, Ghaazi on the low dribble wants the 50. Can't keep it inside the posts. And now Nush with an all-in chance here to double, and he gets denied. And this is why I'm talking about all-in. I'm thinking we're getting a counterattack here. And with as low a boost as Nush had, trying to get that angle, they would never learn the abilities they have. But it comes at a risk. Oh my goodness, look at this pinch from Ghaazi. Nush just dropped a nice one. How fast is this pinch? This is not even arc there. 130 km per hour, straight to the net. A little zap dash recovery before pinching it too. Absolute boomer of a shot. That was, I mean, that one of the best pinches we'll ever see, I think. I mean, that was just filthy. Ghaazi backboard double of what happened last time. But at this rate, it's looking like Mr. Ghaazi is on track. Little pogo, and it gets over the top of Nush. This goes to show just how versatile pogos can be. Can we get some pogos in the chat for Mr. Ghaazi, who gets the prevent a low challenge pogo? Feeling good. And we'll get... Ooh, that should have been goal. Yeah, he's dropping a wow. I mean, listen, it's something I would mess up, something many of us would mess up, but Ghaazi, it's a bit surprising to see him mess it up. So he should have just had a wave dash catch, and now he actually messed up the double again. He's going to drop a what a save for Nush. I think there's a way for momentum going forward in the rest of the series. Nush, maybe for the montage as well. Yeah, went in for the montage, just, you know, go into the replay and take away the score on this one so nobody can see it at your triple reset. At some point today, don't worry. It'll just be when we have nothing else going on. And if nothing happens all day, maybe we skip morning meeting. How I got my first match. Ghaazi, $10 for anyone who's playing their first ever match on my stream, like as the prize. And every match, even if it was them repeating, would have at least a $5 prize. Nice air roll from Nush. Yeah, you're thinking of Jordan that eventually played with Kinsey on like Alpine or whatever. That Jordan was not the Jordan that played. Legacy rematch for $10. Jordan is me, smiley face. I doubt it. You just everyone's gonna say that they're Jordan. It already has to be game 7. That's too much time. Front flip from Nush. You know what? I probably remembered it from my own spreadsheet, which has it down as a Jordan beating Lasome in 5 games. That makes sense. All right, Nush Ghaazi. The grand finals of the off-season open is in game 5. Nush has switched to Octane, and it has proven to work in game number 4. Chip shot. Oh my goodness, Ghaazi just took him out. Did not get the ball at all. It's a race back. And Ghaazi just puts it in his own net. Oh my goodness, never mind. He's a genius. He is an absolute genius. I wasn't watching from his POV. I thought he just sent it straight into the net, but he somehow got the post. Nush is very confusing in his KC decal, but he is on the orange team. Nothing will break through the Ghaazi defense. Let's try again. Nush off the ceiling. Fakes the flick and then goes for the front flip. And that'll do it. Ghaazi can't stop this one. Nush. That's a great fake. I mean, you can see he jumped for the fake, then tried to pull off because of the fake, then the front flip. One thing the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat can both agree on: when it's time to spam L fear. They really just put aside all their differences. Oh. Nush. Backboard double 50. Got touched by Ghaazi, but is going to fall in. What's the play here, Nush? What do you get from wasting a few more seconds? Maybe a little bit of mental edge. Has to be careful here with very little boost to work with. Ghaazi is staring at an open net. Nush is going to cover it back up, and only temporarily, as Ghaazi 50s and goes low down, and Nush is now on the wrong side of the play. He's just going to back up and go for a 50, and he almost sacrificed the corner boost because of it, but he actually does get there in time, and he beat Ghaazi to it. Double off the back wall. Soft. Ghaazi makes a save. Nush did not want to put too much power on it. He wants to stay in control, and by forcing these soft shots, Ghaazi makes soft saves and keeps him in net, and he's still there right now as he goes to pick up a couple more pads. He's got a bit of boost, a fake, goes low. Ghaazi, another save. Oh my goodness, a zap dash recovery as Ghaazi sets up a hook shot. Decides not to go quickly, instead into the flick. The dunk is in! Ghaazi will reset the brackets with immaculate defense on the goal line. And then a double, slightly fortunate, but he's been getting these all series long as he follows up the initial save with a dunk for a win. Here we go. It is the rematch of the bracket reset grand finals, Nush versus Ghaazi, and the re-debut. I think we watched him play in this earlier, but the F1 car for Mr. Nush. Add another series against Nush. They are now 1-1. Look at the tornado spin to catch this with the F1 car, the fake, the 50 to go low. I'm not even sure if he needed the 50. He might have gone in without any additional help, but Ghaazi reset Nush, waiting in net. What a save with the F1 car. So long. I'm assuming it's a plank car. Or maybe, is it its own hitbox? Nice play from Nush. He seems to be pretty confident in this plank. Yeah, I'm a unsub. How many times have you said this, TKO? Well, I don't understand. Why is YouTube chat deciding to hate? Ghaazi looking for... Oh, Nush got baited in. I was about to say, Ghazi's out here doing nothing. I mean, he's getting resets miles away from the main topic of discussion for the past hour, it feels. Nush getting faked. Ghaazi 4-2. It seemed like this F1 car switch for a bit was exactly what Nush needed for the mental reset. Showing that he's still very mechanical in it. The MENA player who rated us before. I'm just merely a guest here. Ghaazi. He has absolutely taken over this series. On a roll. 41 seconds, 3-goal lead. Ghaazi able to deny it. And he's going to go right back the other way. Ghaazi in the zone. Nush doesn't seem to have the answer. Sails around, uses up all his boost. What a save from Nush. It almost worked out perfectly. We'll check the Joria's score on next goal. Ghaazi reset, dunked. And now Nush gonna roll one in to finally get a goal here in game number 2. Nush arrowing into the double jump. And one more touch instead of going down. I mean, I think it was pretty clear that it started going down into a 50 from almost ceiling height. I mean, he chipped it off the wall on the ground, but up to ceiling. Perfect first touch to not slam into the ceiling. Ghaazi messed up. A rare mistake. A Ghaazi possession. Nush chasing the ball down. Oh my goodness. Able to find a way to get a touch on this. And he's just still diving at the ball over and over again. Nush will not stop going. He makes a save. He's got no boost left over though, and he needs boost to try and end this. As Ghaazi will again take another shot. Goes high. Nush on 100. Not going to be able to get Ghaazi here. Should have 30 boost to work with. Will accelerate it to the net and should get there before Ghaazi gets back. 5-5. Massive hole if he were not to win this game, but he still has to play defense. 0 boost for him. Ghaazi full tank. So he will be getting this to the goal line. The question is whether or not it's going to go in. Nush not going to be able to stop Ghaazi, who double jumps it to the top right. Nush is so far ahead of himself often. He loves to go to that high back wall to try and defend from there. But I think that might have been a mistake. Doesn't work. OT. Nush. Little wave dash. Does he get the angle? Oh my goodness, Ghaazi, what a save. I mean, it's an impossible angle. He found it. And yet it still got stopped. Now Nush around Ghaazi got bumped. Nush should be shooting at an open net, and there it is. It happens in OT. Nush is able to clutch it out eventually. Great defense from Ghaazi again. but only lasts for so long as these guys are tied, headed into game number 3. Star GG says sweep. Yeah, sometimes Star GG will say sweep, whether it's true or not, because hope he doesn't mind. We went to head over to the grand finals. I mean, grand finals bracket reset. Bit too much cinema to avoid. Do we watch Sam? Sam might be the only one I wasn't able to finagle my way into. Only one we're at the mercy of players to stream. If they don't stream it, then it could be screwed. Diaz kind of streams, though. There's a good chance Diaz will stream it. So we can be hopeful. Nush, air dribble bump. The different bits of momentum in his car lead to just the front wheels popping up. Enough to be able to dash forward. The zap dash, aka. And it's not a very easy mechanic to do. That favor is not being returned at all over on the blue side. Ghaazi is making Nush work to get every goal he possibly can. Nush knows it's off target, so he just gets a demo and starts an air dribble. Nush has been scoring with shots like this, but this is what it takes. This is what it takes right now if you want to get past Ghaazi on the goal line. And you don't seem to ever get to shoot at an open net. As Nush stop any momentum being created before it happens. Ooh, what a read. What a read on the pre-jump from Ghaazi. Game number 3 is just all his. And fight for every inch. He's going to take the Diaz challenge off the back wall and drops it directly into Ghaazi and loses the game, if you ask me, and he's ready to go next. So I don't know if Terry's going to reset it for us. We are up to Ghaazi holding a big lead in what could be the final game. Make it 4-0. Hook shots. Corners is usually what they're aiming for, but maybe Ghaazi fine with it launching up into his back wall as well. Ooh, a fake gets Nush, but does he have enough to get around and score it? Ah, Nush will help him. Nush own goaling, and it's not often. In fact, it almost seems it's almost never on the first attempt. It always has to come with a second or third. Not a great sign for bringing back an entire series. Delay kickoff from Ghaazi, and he misses the hook shot. But again, keep notes. Nush using a ton of boost on that threatened save. Ghaazi not having to take anything out of the tank. Still has his 100. Now sees his open net that he always seems to find a way to get. And Nush, who took a brief moment to grab 100, will be punished. When he stays very aggressive on the ball, a bit chasey, he gets the ball popped over him. When he takes a slight break to go grab 100, Ghaazi manages to beat him there too. Ghaazi going to flick top right to make it 8-2. And we're now in territory where it no longer makes any sense for Nush to forfeit. He would be handing away the title and the money with a forfeit. He does back off. Nush taking an air dribble needs to be 100% effective with these, and he actually finds a way to make it work. I felt like this dribble was falling far from the net, but he finds a way to get a goal. I should say a possession was ended. Ghaazi got nothing out of a possession. Nush needs that many more times. Look at that flick. Such a strong shot, and why not? Oh, Nush actually able to tap this around Ghaazi. I mean, fake the kickoff 3 times in a row, and there's no way, but I guess you could also just go win the kickoff. And Nush has had enough. GG's! Ghaazi! The reverse sweep. Or not really the reverse sweep, but the bracket reset is what I was trying to say. He's your champion over in MENA.